Thanks for tuning in. We've got a new box in from AliExpress. We can tell by the lots of brown tan tape and the size of the box. No doubt it's a Pagani Design, and it's a new Pagani Design. So I'm a little excited about this. So let's take a look. And let's see. Don't kill myself. No, I don't think I will, because I'm getting to be a semi-professional at this. As my wife keeps noticing, I get so many boxes in. Oh, yeah. This is, if I'm correct. Yes. Okay, dokie. Oh, it's not a magnetic clam. It's a two-piece box. Okay, so we have foam. Oh, and look at this. Did they actually change the color of the cloths? Looks like they have. Oh yeah, look at this. All right. This is the brand new, it looks like a world timer, but it's a GMT. Now let's give it a shake to make sure it works. Yeah, we have, do we have motion? Uh-oh. Motion. Yeah, there we go. We have motion. Now, yeah, it looks like a world timer, but I do believe it's just a GMT, but instead of having a rotating bezel, it's got a GMT hand on the inside. So I'm going to take the stickers off camera, and then we'll dive a bit deeper into what this very, very nice looking watch can do and what the specs are. So stay tuned. And we're back. I actually took a little bit more than an hour-ish to take the stickers off and to do a little bit of a... Actually, truth be told, I took the stickers off and then I did a video clip of the basic info, and it felt really rushed, so I decided to sleep on it and do a little bit of research, because even though this looks like a world timer, it's actually an homage to the Omega Seamaster World Timer, but those chapter rings, well, we'll talk about that in a sec. So let's, I'm wearing another GMT, my 1662 GMT. Still going with the Pearl movement. So let's put this down for a sec. So I used my long handle screwdriver, because this uses 2 pins, and I took out 4 links, and it fits nice and snugly on my 17-inch wrist. I purchased it on June 26th from the RollsTimi Outlet Store, but I'm going to leave a link in the description below for that, as well as a link to the Pagani Design official website from China, which I recommend you buy it from if you want any after-sale warranty support. I will also leave a link to my eBay store, which I'll be listing this for sale, because I don't have a use for a GMT in my life. So part of my watch collecting journey, I'm realizing what works for me and what doesn't, and what doesn't ends up going up for sale. So one of the benefits of buying this watch for me is you'll know you'll get something that works. You'll know that I've gone over it to make sure everything is working perfectly. So some basic details. We've got a 40 millimeter case diameter. We've got a thickness of, oh, I got to take that sticker off the crown, that signed crown. We've got a thickness of 12.5 millimeters. There's a band width, or lug width, of 20 millimeters. And the lug to lug is 48 millimeters. And the weight with all links installed is 151 grams. It's got an actual NH34 movement with a 36-hour power reserve. And there are I got the black colorway, but there's also there's blue, dark blue, ice blue, and green that you can choose from. I went for the black because I plan to do some wrist swaps, or sorry, strap swaps, and I felt black was probably the most versatile. And I'm gonna grab my spring bar tool so we can use it as I can use it as a pointer. So GMT hand is on the inside, and the hour ring for the GMT marker is on the inside. I actually like that better than having a rotating bezel. I find it's a cleaner look. We've got applied indices, batons with loom, and an applied Pagani logo. And there'll be a time-elapsed loom shot at the end of this video, so stay tuned. We have an exhibition case back showing off the NH34. We've got a stainless steel milled clasp with a double push button trigger release and the Pagani design. This is all brushed, and the bracelet again uses screw pins. We've got the centers are polished and the outers are brushed, and then the edges are polished. So definitely you know, some bling. We've got some brushing on the side. The bezel is polished, and the transition chamfer here is polished, and then the over here is some brushing. So a good combination of polishing and brushing. Finish quality is excellent. Definitely worth it. Now, let's get to the elephant in the room, so to speak. The WorldTimer. You look at this. Yes, it's okay. It's inspired by. I'm not going to call it a homage. Let's say it's inspired by the Omega Seamaster WorldTimer, because it's got the world, like cities marked on the outer ring. But with a standard WorldTimer, you can rotate this. You can rotate the ring to match up properly to the time zone that you want or the city that you're in. But with this, you can't. It's purely decorative. So I kind of question why they did this. Putting something on here that is non-functional. Maybe for the looks. Okay, so you get the looks, but you kind of have to. I'm questioning why do something just for looks if it's non-functional. And then as I'm saying this, I'm thinking of the Seamaster that has that has the helium escape valve over here, that it's there but it doesn't do anything. So I don't know, I guess it's there for looks. But now getting back to the movement, the NH34, the beauty of the movement. Yes, this has a screw down crown and a screw-in case back, so there's a water resistance rating of, I believe it's 100 meters. So 2 positions out, you set the time. 1 position in, we set the didn't do that right. Okay, so see how the GMT hand jumps hour to hour? That's the sign that it's an NH34. So forward to set the hour, and then reverse to set the date, which I'll have to do that again. We'll just go back to, today's the 12th, so we'll go back to the 12th. And the GMT, I don't particularly care about setting it to the proper GMT time, because I can set it to whatever time I need to know in the world. Anyway, very nice finishing. Again, finishing quality is excellent. Legibility is excellent. I find when I'm driving, especially when I'm my hands on the wheel, and let's take this off and do wrist, and I'll show you how snug I like to keep it. Yeah, so I like to keep it snug because I hate the feeling of it flopping, and then whenever I want to look at it, I've got to adjust. So this way, it's nice and snug, and it doesn't flop around. So whenever I have my hand on the wheel and it's like this, super easy to read. The light catches the hands really nicely, and against the black background, I do like it in that respect. And the hands aren't flat. There's faceting to the hands, so it's very easy to catch the light. So there you have it. If you want a watch that looks like a world timer in your collection, but isn't actually a world timer, but it's a GMT without the fussy rotating bezel, then I highly recommend you pick one of these up for your collection. And there we go. And I like the fact that the polishing cloth is now cream colored instead of blue. That blue is tiresome. So I welcome your questions and comments. And if you know of a way, I'm going to get back to this. Okay. So one thing I noticed, that even though the World Timer chapter ring doesn't turn, I did notice that if the GMT is set to GMT time and you wanted to know what time it is, say in Moscow. So Moscow is at the 3, it corresponds with the 3 position on the GMT ring. If we take whatever time, if we set the GMT arrow to whatever time it is in GMT, and we take Moscow and we add 3, it'll actually tell you the proper time it is in Moscow. And I did the basic calculations going around the dial, but once we got to Alaska was correct, but once we got to Los Angeles and Denver, the timing was off. And even for New York, like New York is, well, the same time zone as where I am in Canada's capital, it didn't correspond with the proper reading. So again, that just confirmed that this was just there for decoration, for, as a nod to the Omega. Now, if you have any insight as to that, why that is, or maybe I'm missing something, please let me know. Meanwhile, it'll be I'll be putting the links back in the bracelet, and it'll be listed for sale on my eBay store. Have yourself a great day.
Da da